Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow and the day after, for the second and the third, I should say. This is a weekend reading. If you're coming to this video not live, all the timestamps are below this video. Huge shout out to AJ. Thank you for the timestamps yesterday. I totally goofed and didn't do the timestamps. So thank you, AJ. The timestamps will be there tonight. So thank you everybody for being here. Midnight Moon, hello. Dad, hello. I almost just said Jim. Hello. Jackie, hello. And Diana, hello. And welcome everybody else. We are going to start actually with an early collective. Thank you to the stunning Casey. So for all you early birds, you all win because this collective is for you. Thank you to Casey. So let's see what we have for the early collective here. For everyone here in the collective, we have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Definitely could be a love offer coming in, someone who makes you very happy. I would definitely say it's a new person, not a person from the past, as always, with the Six of Cups, because you have the Five of Swords and the Three of Wands, which would say that you're like moving on to something new. So I feel like most of you, if this is love, this is you moving on to something new. If you're not interested in love, or if you already have it, number one, if you have it, this could be very good. Could say you're on the right path to marriage or a proposal, or just love in general. For others, again, if you're not interested in love, or if you have it, this could also just be happiness coming into your life. Both cards to me are just cards of a lot of happiness, being very happy with the way things are going. So definitely very good for you. Next, you have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, like I said, new person coming in if you're looking for love. Five of Swords would say you're like walking away from selfish people, people who are only focused on themselves in relationships. The Knight of Cups would say knight in shining armor. So I feel like there's a ton, I've talked about this before, there's a ton of knight in shining armor energy in the chart. So I feel like there's a lot of love out there for people. Is it going to be easy to get? No, not necessarily. I mean, it's like if you're looking for someone who's truly awesome, you know, it's going to be a little bit of work to find them, but you will find them. For others, this could be you just kind of like, I feel like it's saying don't give up on your dreams. I feel like things are just delayed. Like, you know, all the weekly readings I did this week were it was all about delays. But it was saying, like, you know, all the readings were basically saying that everybody here in the collective, it's like you're all making progress, but it's just maybe behind the scenes, or maybe you're making progress on things that just have not sprouted yet. So it's like you're planting a lot of seeds as well. So I feel like a lot of you need to not give up on whatever it is that you're trying to create or grow in your life. And I feel like it's just delayed results. Results will come, but just like a little bit in the future. And finally, you have the Three of Wands here for the collective, and the Six of Wands. So again, everybody moving towards success and good news in your life. Three of Wands says that I feel like some of you, even if you are experiencing delays, I feel like you're kind of like going more with the flow here, and I like that. Ace of Cups, I got like just better thoughts as well popping into my head. Not like thoughts popping into my head. I feel like everybody here in the collective is just thinking more positively, and of course it's just going to attract things to us faster. So I feel like a lot of you, just regardless of your situation, are kind of more focused on the future, focus on making progress here, and I feel like then you're going to start to see it, because again, you're probably keeping it more positive. So collective, love it. Thank you again to KC for the collective, really appreciate it. Let's answer some more questions. Actually, I have to find them first, but Allie, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. Allie, you say, am I on the right track for the move? I would say yes, definitely. King of Pentacles, very good card. King of Pentacles is kind of like the Emperor in certain ways, that it can, you know, because it can kind of represent a plan, or having a plan, or following a plan in your life. So I would say yes, for sure. JC, thank you for the super chat as always. Driving but listening, hardly believe that things are absolutely improving, but they are, which is awesome. Feel grateful for your channel. JC, thank you, really appreciate it. I pulled you a card. I know you didn't ask for one, but you have the Ace of Swords, so victory, justice coming in for you. So just more good stuff coming in for you. Nadia, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. You say love messages for next week. You have the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I would date Nadia. You have Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, but Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, and it's also a card of loyalty as well, and that's what's popping into my head. I never say that about the Ten of Cups, but it's definitely popping into my head. So I feel like this is saying like you could easily have love, but you just have to date, of course, with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it could be like a fire sign coming in for you. I feel like you need to focus on what you want. The Page of Wands says you can have everything you desire, but to me it is a card of like needing to go on an adventure to find it. So that's what I would say you're dating, basically, is the adventure. And Seven of Cups is about needing to focus. Seven of Cups is comes up all the time now, you know, and it's crazy. It seems like just like in the last 6 months or so, this card just started coming up left and right. So I feel like we all need to focus for whatever reason on exactly what we want. Probably because we're like attracting things very, very quickly. Neptune and Pisces, even retrograde, you know, it kind of like amps up our manifestation basically. But I feel like there's definitely someone coming in. I would date. Diana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Tired of my job, career-wise. What is your advice? Where do you see me going? You have the Hierophant. Yeah, feeling stuck. Hierophant, I always say, is like feeling like you're conforming, feeling like you're just another cog in the machine here with the Hierophant, feeling like you're just kind of like doing the same thing over and over and over again, feeling stuck, right? So kind of like needing to think outside the box. Two of Cups, moving towards happiness, something that makes you more happy. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. So maybe getting another position where there's more teamwork or where you're part of a team. Again, what comes up for me all the time now this year is that I feel like people want to see their results. Like, so if you're working for like a big company and you can't actually see that what you're doing is having an effect, that it's not actually improving anything, you know, it's almost like people, I feel, need that like motivation. It's like they need to see progress. Like, it's funny that came up in the collective. So I feel like for a lot of people here, it's like saying that we need to get jobs or find positions where we're actually seeing the effect we're having on the business. Yeah, I feel like you're going to move on to something else. Could require a move with the world, or it could also just require maybe something that is a little bit farther away from where you are now. But I definitely feel you're going to move on to something new with those cards. Honey York, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What's he thinking of us? High Priestess, trust your intuition. Tower, breakup, or did you break up or something? I don't know. This could also be no action though, or not taking. You know, this right here could just say that he's not taking any more action than what he's taking at this moment. Of course, that can always change in the future. Yeah, I feel like you'll get a wish here. I would just be patient with these cards, is what I'd say to you. So I feel like it's just about patience. But the star is getting something you want. So that's that. Check PayPal before I start. Okay. I will check it. And let's see. I don't think I have anything in PayPal. PayPal could be delayed, so it's always possible that it will come in. Does anybody, did someone specific do a PayPal? Let me know. And if you did a PayPal, just put your question in down below. Lynette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And you are welcome for answering your question. I just found a Jack of Hearts walking home from work. Positive love and vibes for you all. Thank you, Lynette. Really appreciate it. So thank you, Lynette. And Jack of Hearts, good card. So I love it. Definitely could be new love coming in for you, Lynette, or pretty much anything. So that's that. Zoe, I'm guessing Zoe might be the person that did the PayPal. Just showed up. General financial reading. You have the 4 of Wands here, Zoe, and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is about like committing to one thing and making it work as far as finances are concerned. It could represent like doubling down on a job. I keep telling people, like, ignore your job until the end of the year. Because to me, your job, most people are either going to not be happy or they're going to be having problems with people at work or in business. Just because there's just too much weird energy going on, plus Neptune and Pisces. There's something about Neptune and Pisces and the people we work with, or our work situation in general. Neptune has to do with our dreams, but when it's like retrograde, we could have a job and we could be like, oh, you know, this job doesn't match up with my dreams. When maybe it actually does though, and we're just not seeing things clearly because of the retrograde. So I feel like this is saying like double down whatever you're working on, or if you're like thinking about doing a creative project or something like that. This right here kind of like says, see things through to the end. So I feel like you need to like double down on what you're doing. Shayna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I find love soon? Yes, is what I would say to you. I feel like you have to let go of the past. Could be somebody toxic, but the Ten of Swords says something from the past is dead, done, over with, and so it's time to let that go. Page of Swords could be the person from the past. Yeah, I feel like you need to get out there. Hermit, being too closed off. The Moon. The Moon is also the Moon is very specifically a card of fears about love, or kind of like having certain fears around finding love and things like that. But I do feel like there will be improvements for you, Shanna. So I would say yes. I feel like there's love coming in for you. To me, people always ask me when, and I always say, well, we can have love whenever we want. I could go down to the bar downtown right now. If I asked every single person out, one person would say yes. That's what I always say. And you know, so that would be love. Because one person is going to say yes, I guarantee it, right? And that would happen for you too. But that's why we need to get specific about what we want in love. Teresa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Not having good vibes at work. I just talked about this, but thank you for the super chat. I feel like boss doesn't think highly as she once did. What's going on? What I would say is, again, I would ignore those feelings. Like, wait until the end of the year before you kind of like jump to conclusions with these feelings. I don't know if you heard me, Teresa, but I was just talking about, because I think you super chatted after I said this, but I was just saying that we should probably ignore our feelings until the end of the year when things will be more clear as far as work is concerned. But you have the Justice card and the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, like needing to find a middle ground or needing to come to some sort of agreement. Justice is about needing to bring into balance, but justice could also say that we need to focus on what produces results at work, or we need to focus on what works at work. So it basically says just try to focus at work and on the things that you like, the activities that produce the best results, and that will probably turn things around for you. Yeah, you have the Fool. The Fool is like a new adventure or wanting to start something new, but it's also a card of being like more spontaneous, more fun, more lighthearted. I've had like a million questions this year from people who also say, like, again, like similar situations to you, Teresa, and I always say, like, you know, try to just be more fun and as friendly as you possibly can. That will probably like turn things around. It's probably not even you, you know, it's probably just some other situation, or again, because of Neptune and Pisces, it's like you're not seeing things clearly. Yeah, Ace of Wands, it's like Ace of Wands could say a million things in this situation, Teresa. The Ace of Wands could say that either maybe you don't have as strong of desires for the position anymore, and so maybe she's picking up on that energy, or it could also say that, again, you need to focus on like what produces results, and just producing results will probably turn things around. But really, this looks pretty good, Teresa. Even with that, even the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords could say that like maybe your boss thinks that you're having, maybe you're not like making decisions quickly enough, or maybe you're not kind of like moving on things fast enough at work. But really, this is very positive, so I feel like things will be good for you, is what I would say to you. So I love it. Megan, I have your Streamlabs. So Megan, thank you, and Megan, feel free to pop your question in down below. I'll be happy to answer it. I think I have the super chats seem to be going crazy tonight. So as far as everything is concerned. So Rita, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, chatting with an Aries, will this go anywhere? Rita, I would say you have the Devil, which says be careful that this doesn't become a toxic connection. But you have the Knight of Pentacles as well. Knight of Pentacles, really good card, and it is a little bit slow. So it does say that the relationship could be a little bit slow. I would say yes, I would give it some time. Even with the Devil. The Devil, I don't always say is like, it's not necessarily a bad love card. It could say that there is like a certain level of, that it's more of a sexual connection. But again, sometimes, like at the beginning of a relationship, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is a sexual connection, but maybe it deepens over time. Or it could say, like, maybe they do things that annoy you, but maybe you could get over it, or maybe you could work through it, right? So this looks pretty good to me. It might move a little slow, but with the Knight of Pentacles, there's really there's no reason to rush things with that Knight of Pentacles. So I would just take your time. But Nine of Cups, fulfillment, wish, love it. Enzo, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. Can seriously use a bit of insight. Was nearly hit by a car. Sorry that happened to you. By a car walking my dog on 2 separate occasions this week, a day apart. One in the last hour. Still shaken up from 2 days ago. WTF, cards for November weekend. For November, you have the Two of Wands and Two of Pentacles. This actually looks pretty good. Two of Wands says you are kind of like taking the lead in life. You are being more bold, more assertive. Like more of all those things. The Two of Pentacles is like a card of needing to have more fun. It's funny because when I got this right here, when I fell off my skateboard, like that day, I was having like a really messed up day, just in general. And I spilt coffee on my desk twice that day, and then the third spill was me falling off my skateboard. So, what I would say is we need to be careful of like creating these things that we create. Like sometimes I think like one accident leads to another, and I feel like the Two of Pentacles, more lighthearted, playful energy. So it's kind of like saying like cut the energy off so that you don't have to fall off your goddamn skateboard like I did, and then you look like an idiot with a scar on your arm. I feel like in the you have the Emperor as well. So for November, have a plan and stick to it. And the Two of Wands says take control of your life and you will be successful. So that's for November. For the weekend, you have the Ten of Wands. Again, temperance. I would just like take your time, chill out, do maybe some meditation time here would be a really good idea. Temperance says be patient. The Ten of Wands says release burdens. So I would release like the burdens. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Things are looking up for you, Enzo. Ten of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. Really good card for learning, or it's also a card of relaxing as well. I mean, these people are just chilling out on this card. So I feel like some relaxation time would be really good for you this weekend. But Enzo, that looks good. Does anybody know if Megan posted her question? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Or, well, actually, we have to get started. I'm late. So, welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a reading for the next 2 days. So, for the 2nd and the 3rd of November. I can't believe it. We're in November already. That is crazy. But we are going to go in order. And we are going to start with Aries. So, what do we have for you, Aries people? And Aries, and Aries. All right, Aries. Aries, you have the Page of Swords here and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it could be love coming in for you. Like I said, I always get surprise love for you, Aries. I feel like if there's love coming in, it's just going to come like rushing into your life. Your next card is the Knight of Swords as well. So it could be very surprising or just random. This could be somebody that's been watching you. It could be like an admirer type of thing. It doesn't feel creepy to me or anything like that. So I don't think it's anything that will be weird or concerning or anything along those lines. So, you know, again, I feel like this is a normal person, but it could be an air sign coming in for you. I feel like someone who's like very playful, someone who's very like chilled out, and you know, Page of Swords can represent someone who's immature, but I just feel like it's just saying childlike for you, Aries. For others, this could represent a billion different things. The Page of Swords could say that it's like a good time for you to examine your love life or look at your love life in general. Even if you've never had love or, you know, feel like you haven't had love, this says it would be a good time to kind of like go over why, or maybe you are already doing that, kind of like looking at the reasons. Or maybe you are looking at like how to attract love into your life with these two cards as well. That could be good. For others, I feel like this is you finding, again, fortune after difficulty. Ten of Cups to me is a card of fortune after difficulty, just good things coming in after a difficult period of time with these two cards. Next, you have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, like I said, this is someone coming towards you in love, so I do feel like it could be love. Six of Pentacles, I feel like it's just talking about needing to be bold, needing to be kind of like more yourself, more assertive with this person. So I do feel like this could be somebody coming in. For others, I feel like you're just trying lifestyle changes. Knight of Swords to me is the card of like it's not a card of personal development, but just a card of making certain lifestyle changes. Could be anything. Could be your diet. Could be you start exercising. Maybe it could be you moved. So if you have like moved or traveled, or you could be making any lifestyle change at all. And the Six of Pentacles just says you are kind of like putting in the bits and pieces. You are just like trying things one step at a time. And I feel like this is a good thing for you to be doing right now, Aries. So I feel like the changes are going to be very beneficial and, you know, good for you overall. And that's what I get here. Same thing in work. Like I said, I feel like it would be a good time for you. It is Mercury retrograde, but I do feel like it would be a really good time for you to experiment in work or business, whichever it is that you do. And I feel like it would be a good time to like just try new things. Because again, you never know. You might kind of like come up with something crazy that works really well in your business. And finally, you have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. I feel like a lot of attention coming in for you here, Aries, for whatever reason. Nine of Wands to me, it can be a card of attention. It's like my card of recognition and achievement. So I feel like some of you could be getting some recognition or achievement. For others, I'm getting like, I feel like some of you are getting something you wanted, but it's like actually making you sad. Maybe because like, you know, this could be one of those things where sometimes I think, you know, people move and they think, oh, if I move, I'll be happy. Then they move and like nothing changes. So it kind of feels like one of those situations to me. I feel like you'll be happy. You'll be fine with the Nine of Wands eventually. But again, I feel like some of you are just like maybe making some changes, but it's like maybe you are still just like not feeling that fulfillment that you want to feel. So I feel like some of you, it's like you want the fulfillment, but maybe you're just not getting it exactly as you want. So, but I would just say keep going. Nine of Wands says don't stop. It says keep moving towards the changes, keep moving towards the improvements. For others, I feel like you were left out, like in the cold, or you kind of had some sort of regrets or sadness over a past relationship. And Nine of Wands says you are just like standing out now. And that's actually not what it means, but that's a word that popped into my head. So I feel like you are standing out now. So it would be a good time for you to look for new love, obviously, with these cards that you have here. For some of you, I feel like this could be good for like online dating. I feel like some of you could be online or social media. I feel like it could also be pretty much anywhere else in your life, but definitely could be love. But Aries, that looks pretty good. So thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus people and Taurus? Let's see here, Taurus. Taurus, you have the Seven of Swords here and the Ace of Swords. I do feel like someone's coming in to tell you the truth here. This is definitely like clarity or closure from past relationship for some of you. So I feel like for some of you, somebody's going to be communicating with you. And I do feel like it's like the truth. But, and it looks like you're moving on. Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like if someone comes in and provides like the truth for you here, Taurus, it's going to pretty much feel pretty good with these two cards. So I do like to see that. Seven of Swords to me can be a card of messages. It can be a card of like text messages, emails, letters. You know, if you dated someone who is like 90 years old and still sends letters, then it could be like a letter or something like that. But it could just be communication coming in general. For others, I feel like this is you just getting justice. If like this could be a work situation, could be a legal situation, but I feel like you're just getting justice after somebody did you dirty here with the Seven of Swords. Next, you have the Six of Swords here and Justice. Look at Justice. There you go. I feel like a lot of you are kind of like moving on to calmer shores, heading towards justice or more balance in your life. So I love this for you. For others, I feel like you, again, I would say that for you, Taurus, probably like the past 8 years or so has been a rite of passage. Like you've been going through ups and downs or challenges in probably all areas of your life, not just one thing, probably multiple things. And I feel like a lot of you are kind of like moving away from the choppy waters here with the Six of Swords, heading towards more balance with this Justice card. For some of you, I feel like you have a choice. Like I would make sure you're leaving all the junk, all the garbage in the past. So I feel like some of you need to make like a clean cut here with all these cards. So I feel like some of you could almost be like starting over your life in a lot of ways. Maybe not like 100%, but you know, pretty close. And I feel like this is saying like make sure to leave the past in the past and you'll look at everything as a fresh start. I feel like that's your best bet at this time. As always, Justice card to me represents cause and effect. So it says make sure to put your energy into positive things, not negative things, because you get back exactly what you put in with the Justice card. And finally, you have the Wheel of Fortune and Three of Cups. Yeah, celebration coming in for you. A lot of luck and happiness as well coming in off of these two cards. Three of Cups to me is a card of community. So I feel like a lot of you could be socializing, spending time with people that you enjoy. I feel like that would be a great idea. It could be family members as well. The Wheel of Fortune to me can represent like a turnaround coming in for you, but really to me the Wheel of Fortune is like your personal vision for your life and also your destiny. So I feel like a lot of you could be moving more towards your destiny. It's like you could be working on a personal project, or you could be thinking about starting a business, or you know, getting into a relationship that is your destiny. And I feel like a lot of you are kind of like on that path with the Wheel of Fortune. For others, I feel like something's coming back around. I almost get like a second chance here, Taurus. So I feel like some of you are getting a second chance to do something that you wanted to do in the past. It's probably not a relationship coming back around. Like I said, it looks like you're cutting things out with all these cards here, but I feel like it could be like maybe you had an idea in the past to do something. Like maybe you wanted to move or travel, or maybe you have wanted to start a business or whatever. And I feel like this is saying that you are kind of like making a change here with these two cards. And it's like you're getting a second chance to try something again. So Taurus, love it. All right, Gemini. What do we have for you, Gemini people? And Gemini. Let's see here. Gemini. Gemini, you have the Knight of Pentacles here and the King of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are just slowly and surely working towards authority type positions. I want to say that this came up for you in your weekly reading. I'm pretty sure it did, or something similar. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of like working towards becoming an authority figure at work or in business. So you could be like getting a leadership role or something along those lines with these two cards. And I feel like it's very good. Like it's like this to me is saying that your years of hard work are going to pay off. For others, I feel like you have like either you have faith in something, or you have faith that something is going to work out in your life with the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like just because you believe it, it's going to work out. The Knight of Pentacles, it's not really a card of faith, but it is a card of unwavering belief. It's like the card of working on something or working towards a goal no matter what. And so I feel like a lot of you have done that in work or business, but it could also be love as well. And I feel like this is going to lead to a lot of success in whatever it is you're working towards with this King of Swords. King of Swords to me is like the seed of wisdom. So it just says that your work is leading you to this position of authority in your life. Next, you do have the Tower here and the Strength card. I feel like if you're going through any Tower moments here, Gemini, or if you have gone through Tower moments, obviously it's going to require patience here. For others, this would be you overcoming a Tower moment. Again, the Strength card to me is a card of shocking people in your life. So I always say that the Strength card, normally the lady has her hands in a lion's mouth. So it kind of says that you are shocking people with your strength, or people are seeing you rebuild yourself after a difficult period of time. And again, you are just kind of like showing people what you are made of here, Gemini. That's all I get there, but I feel like that's pretty good for you, Gemini. And next, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to like let go of conflict. I feel like this is about just letting things go. So if people are causing conflict or anything like that in your life, I feel like this is about letting all that go here. This could be, Gemini, for years that I've been reading for you. Literally, you've been getting all these cards of like jealousy and dealing with people talking behind your back at work, or things like that. This is like about just kind of like letting go and just letting those people cause those problems for themselves. It's like if you don't respond, then it makes you look like you're like it's not true, right? So I feel like there's no need to respond to like jealousy, backstabbing, anything like that that's going on in your life. For others, I feel like you're just getting more flexible financially. Like I feel like you're more open to different ways of making money. It's gonna be different for all of you, but I feel like you're getting to a point where you're more open to other ways of making money, other ways of earning money, and pretty much all that other stuff, right? And I feel like that's just going to bring more money into your life. So it's like maybe in the past you wouldn't have been open to getting a raise or a promotion. Maybe you didn't want a leadership role at work. I totally get it, right? Maybe you're just happy where you work. But now it's like you're opening up, I feel, to different opportunities here that will probably lead to more money. I do feel like some of you, this could be a risk. Like for some of you, I'm just getting like, I feel like you could be leaving a job, getting a new one, but it's like maybe you're going to work for like a brand new company. Maybe you work for like an established company. Maybe you're moving to a company that isn't established, and so again there's like a little bit of risk there because you're going to be working for a company that hasn't been around. So I feel like some of you could be doing things similar to that with these cards here. I'm also getting selling a house as well, so I feel like some of you could be selling a house, or something could be selling in your life. But love it, Gemini. That looks really good. Thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer. Let's see what we have for you, Cancer people. And Cancer. All right. Cancer, you have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, definitely could be communication of love. Probably a water sign. You've had water all year long, so it could be a water sign coming in for love. Yeah, you end with the King of Cups as well. So this is a knight in shining armor coming in for you, somebody who sweeps you off your feet. Eight of Wands would be communication. Cancer, you get this card all the time. So I always say that with the Eight of Wands, for you, it says socialize. Socializing is probably going to be your best bet for finding love. So I would get out there and socialize with these two cards. That's probably how you're going to find love. For others, this could be you moving very quickly towards your dreams, goals, wishes, all those things. The Knight of Cups to me represents your dreams or your fantasies, like thinking about the things that you desire. It's like he's looking into that cup. He's trying to look at his future life. The Eight of Wands would be moving very quickly towards those things. So I feel like you're moving very quickly towards them. I also feel like you need to trust your intuition here, Cancer. I feel like your intuition could be like telling you or guiding you towards doing something that could lead you more like on your path, or whatever you want to call it. Next, you have the Queen of Swords and the Empress. I feel like you're very attractive at this time here, Cancer, as always. So I would get out there if you're looking for love. Queen of Swords says open up. She has her sword up. So she's saying like, don't talk to me. So if you want love, I feel like you have to open up to talking to people, open up to meeting new people, all that other good stuff as well. I also feel like this could be you kind of like increasing your abundance here. The Queen of Swords just says that you could have been learning, or you could have been gaining wisdom. Queen of Swords is also a card of like wisdom, knowledge, all those things. So I feel like you could, if you've been learning, or if you've been going through training at work, or if you've been in school, this could say that it's going to lead to more abundance in your life. Really, you always get this message as well here, Cancer, that I feel like a lot of you are just kind of coming out of the cold. The Empress to me represents going from winter to spring. So I feel like a lot of you are stepping into like a warmer period in your life, and it's just going to be better. And finally, you have the Four of Swords here and the King of Cups. So this to me would say that a lot of you could have taken a break from love or been on a break from love, maybe just not having it for a period of time. The King of Cups to me is the return of love to your life. It doesn't mean someone from the past. It just means, you know, someone new coming in and bringing in love into your life. It's like you finding love again. I feel like it's somebody who's like very nurturing, caring, also someone who's like very friendly as well. That's definitely popping into my head. So I feel like this could be love, but I feel like that Four Swords is saying, like, you know, again, put down your swords, get out there, meet new people if you're looking for love. For others, this could just be a move. Fours to me represent the home, and the King of Cups to me can represent like kind of like back and forth energy. So some of you could be moving out, but some of you could also be moving back in. So some of you could be like moving back to your hometown or something like that with these two cards. But that's what I get for you, Cancer. That looks pretty good. So thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. What do we have for you, Leo people and Leo? Leo, you have the High Priestess and the Star. Yeah, you always get Pisces in your readings, Leo. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of you, not all of you, this is just a general reading, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of you were dealing with a Pisces, or if some of you are having a Pisces coming in for love. So if you're looking for love, it could definitely be a Pisces that's coming in. It could be anything. For others, I feel like this is saying, High Priestess to me is no action. To me, it's a card that says that there is potential in a dream that you have with this Star card. The Star card is your inner light. It says that you know that there is potential in something that you want to work towards. So I feel like that you know that a dream or a wish that you have or desire has a lot of potential. I feel like you just have to start working towards it, Leo. I feel like I always say this to you. So I would just start working towards something you want. The High Priestess also says trust your intuition. Definitely came up in your weekly readings. I don't know, I went on some sort of mini rant in your weekly reading. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I basically said that, Leo, you are very underrated intuitives, and I feel like you need to trust your intuition and use your intuition to kind of like work towards the star, work towards something you like. I also feel like some of you, the star to me can represent kind of like rest and relaxation. So I feel like some like resting or relaxation time would be a good idea for you here, Leo, especially if you've been working. This could literally be saying no action is, you know, would be a good thing. So I feel like some of you just taking some time for yourself would be a good idea here. Next, you have the Three of Swords and the Death card. Could be a breakup for some of you. So I feel like for some of you, you could be going through a breakup, but the Death card says that this will be a positive transition or transformation for you. So if you went through a breakup or a separation, it's probably leading to some sort of change in yourself with this Death card, like you becoming stronger, or you realizing what you do want in love, or you realizing what you don't want in love. So I feel like this is bringing in almost like a little bit of clarity. And for some of you, this breakup could have already happened in the past. So I feel like this could be a past relationship that you're thinking about here, Leo. And like I said, I feel like it will be a good thing. For some of you, I just keep getting like ups and downs. I feel like some of you, like the past maybe even like month or so, or like 2 months, maybe haven't been that great. It could be longer for some of you, but I feel like for some of you, there could have been like a lot of emotional stuff that you've been going through in the past few months. And I feel like this could be you kind of like healing from those things. And again, the Death card would say that you are transforming from those like moments that you've had over the past few months. And finally here, you have the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like some of you are heading towards marriage, clearly. Hierophant, best marriage card in the deck. Two of Cups, perfect match. So I feel like this could be a perfect match in love coming in for some of you here, Leo. Someone who is your perfect match, like I said. For others, I feel like this could be a perfect match with a job. Every once in a while, I feel like the Hierophant can be a job because it is the card of conformity and conforming to things. And so it can just represent a job because it's like, you know, we all have to have a job pretty much, right? So I feel like for some of you, it could be a job coming in. Two of Cups would say it's a perfect match for you. I feel like there's like a lot of happiness outside the Hierophant for you as well. So I feel like for a lot of you, the Hierophant to me represents thinking outside the box or coming up with different ideas on things to do in your life. And the Two of Cups says like there are perfect matches to things like outside of just tradition or outside of the typical ways things are done. I've said to you a lot, Leo, that I feel like that you need to almost kind of I feel like it's like you almost need to try new things because the Hierophant can represent like the way things have always been done. And it's a very general message, Leo, but it's like maybe there are certain things that you do in your life that you have always done for many years. And this is kind of like saying those things need to be upgraded, or you need to try new things, and that will probably lead to, you know, whatever it is that you're looking for: love, money, business, whatever. So I feel like some of you, this is talking about change. Yeah, there could be a lot of fears about like the past here. There could be a lot of, you know, it's like leaving comfort zones is what I always get for you, Leo. Like, and so sometimes if we've been doing something for a long time, it becomes a comfort zone. Like if we run our business in a certain way, and it's like if something new comes along, then we don't want to try it because we're like afraid to leave the comfort zone. I always tell people, look at Blockbuster. What happened to Blockbuster? They went out of business, right? They had the opportunity to buy Netflix. Look at Netflix. Look at Blockbuster. It's like, which one would you rather be? Be Netflix, Leo. That's what I always say to you. So there you go. Thank you, Leo. Virgo, let's see what we have for you, Virgo people. Virgo. And Virgo. Virgo, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it could be a fire sign coming up for you as well. This also came up in your weekly reading right here, Virgo. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a fire sign coming in for love, or it could just be someone with fire in their chart. Could also be someone who's just very spontaneous, fun, somebody who likes adventure, somebody who has a lot of passions, somebody very charming as well. So I feel like that type of person could be coming in for you. I feel like it's like the total opposite of you, Virgo. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be somebody who's very opposite or different than you. Like I feel like this person, like, you know, Virgo typically doesn't like much chaos and all this other stuff. I feel like this person could be like a little messy. They could like a chaotic, crazy life, but at the same time, I feel like it could work for you. So I would go for it here if this is someone coming in for you. For a small percentage of you, I feel like this could be a friend as well, but I feel like there's interest on both sides, so it's like you're both interested in each other, so I would go for it again. For others, this could be more money based off of passions. So I feel like if you are like starting a passion business, or if you're getting into a job that is something that you're more passionate about, this is saying like the money will follow the passion. So I feel like some of you need to do that. Next, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Hermit, to you coming up in a very strong position. This says open up to teamwork. Virgo, you always get this message that, you know, maybe you have a very independent position at work, and this could say that there's just more success through teamwork. Same thing if you have a business, or if you are working on a personal project. It says maybe you don't want... this kind of says that maybe you don't want to invite other people in to like help you, but it also says like there's a lot of success in teamwork here for you. So it's like if you're working on a business or a job, this says open up to teams or open up to accepting help from other people. It will probably, you know, lead to a lot of benefits. Same thing if you just need help in your life in general for any reason. This says open up to like other people. They want to help you, and the help will be very beneficial. For others, I feel like this could be you just having done work on yourself. Three of Pentacles just says this has been quality work. Hermit is like going inside, facing your shadow, doing kind of finding your own inner light. And the Three of Pentacles says that if you have been doing that, or if you've been doing shadow work, Virgo, that this has been quality work. So pretty good. And finally, you have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I love it. I feel like you're walking away from things that no longer serve you here, Virgo. I feel like you're like working on things that you actually want to work on, not just in work, not just money-wise. We're talking about like working on yourself, working on relationships, working with people. So I feel like you're just like being very specific about the people that you allow into your life, or the people that you work with in your life, or the relationships that you have. Both of these cards kind of represent diligence. Eight of Cups is a card of a deeper meaning, and it's like looking into things on a very deep level. Eight of Pentacles is a card of diligence, like working very hard, but also paying attention to the details. So I feel like you're like really paying attention to the details in your life, and I feel like Eight of Pentacles, material success on the horizon. So it just says there will be success like in the things that you're doing, just because you're paying attention to the details. So that's what I got for you, Virgo, but that looks pretty good. So thank you, Virgo. All right, Libra, let's see what we have for you, Libra. And Libra, let's see here. Libra, you have the Page of Pentacles here in the Sun. Yeah, definitely new love coming in. Page of Pentacles to me is a brand spanking new person coming in for you in love. So I feel like it's someone new coming in. Could be a fire sign. You always have a fire sign. You also get Pisces. You have Pisces here as well. So it could be a fire sign or a Pisces coming in for you. Could be an earth sign as well, I suppose. But I do feel like there's new love coming in. And it will make you very happy with this Sun card. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and like celebration coming in for you here, Libra. I also feel that this could be just good news coming in for you. Page of Pentacles can just kind of represent like a period of anxiety where you have had anxiety or you do have anxiety about something working out in your life. And I would say Page of Pentacles is such a weird card because it can represent anxiety, but it also says you're going to be getting good news about something. This is not good news. So I feel like there's good news coming in for you here, Libra. Next, you have the Hangman and the King of Wands. I feel a bunch of stuff here, Libra. For some of you, I feel like this is a new person coming in. I feel like it could be a fire sign. I feel like if you're with a fire sign right now, I feel like things could be like delayed, or things could seem like there's no, maybe like the passion is gone, or maybe things have slowed down in the relationship. And by the way, your solution is very specific. Your solution is the Ace of Wands, so more passion needs to be brought into the relationship. It's like maybe you need to do more social things with your partner. Maybe you need to do more fun things with your partner. Maybe you need to focus on the fun. So if you're with somebody and things kind of seem like they fizzled out, this is basically saying make sure that you don't become roommates. Like I always say, Minnow Pond rule, right? No roommates, no living with someone and just living with them. It's like that's no fun. So I feel like some of you need to spice things up here, Libra. For others, I feel like this is a new person coming in. I feel like it could be a fire sign. I feel like they're just slow as molasses here, Libra. So I feel like they're just slow and taking their sweet ass time to, communicate with you or whatever. Will there be communication? I would say yes, because of the Ace of Wands at the end. You have the Eight of Swords, which is like saying that you are keeping yourself trapped to the situation. But I feel more positively about it, Libra. So I feel like things will be fine. For others, I feel like this is you kind of like needing to get started on something. So the King of Wands to me is just a card of like a personal project or a creative vision. And I feel like you need to get started with that the Hangman is what I'm trying to spit out. And finally here, Libra, you have the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Like I said, I feel like this is talking about a relationship for some reason. So if you've been in a relationship for a long time, Ace of Wands I feel like is saying like something new needs to come into the relationship, or like you need to do new things or make sure that you're keeping, that you're working on keeping the romance alive in the relationship. For others, I feel like this is saying a creative project or creative thinking will set you free from Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is like self-imposed restriction or self-imposed stuckness, self-imposed hangman, right? So I feel like some of you need to do something creative here with the Ace of Wands to set yourself free. Ace of Wands is like a new beginning, so I feel like there could be like a lot of new beginnings coming in for you here as well, Libra. But Libra, this looks pretty good. Yeah, definitely love coming in for you. I feel like your emotions are going to be overflowing. So if you've been waiting for a love offer, I still feel like you will be waiting. I feel like you could speed it up too. Like if you're interested in somebody and somebody is moving very slowly, I feel like you could be communicating with them. And, again, that could speed things up. But again, at the same time, I feel like there could be a love offer coming in for you. For others of you, I feel like this is just more happiness. But I feel like it's different than everybody else. I feel like with all these cards here, it's like you're doing things with that Ace of Wands to make yourself happy here, Libra. And I feel like that's a good idea with those cards. So thank you, Libra. I really appreciate it. Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio people. And Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Six of Wands here and the Five of Swords. So I feel like there's success, good news coming in for you, Scorpio, probably after some sort of like breakup or something. So I feel like some of you could have gone through a separation. You could be going through a separation. I'm also getting like a legal matter as well. So yeah, I feel like some of you could be going through something legal. Six of Wands does say good news, so I feel like you will be having success or good news in a legal situation. For others, to me, the Five of Swords can sometimes actually say that you need more time to yourself. So to me, it can say that it would be a good time for you to take some more like time for yourself, more meditation time, more alone time, or you just need to draw your focus to yourself and spend some time on yourself. Six of Wands, though, is kind of conflicting energy. Six of Wands is a card of attention, and it says you need to stand out as much as you possibly can. So I feel like it would be a good time for you to kind of like recharge your batteries at home. But if you're like trying to get a raise at work, or if you're trying to get a promotion, this would say try to stand out as much as you possibly can. Next, you have the Four of Wands and the Fool. I feel like some of you, this could be like taking a leap of faith into a commitment, into a relationship. I feel like it could lead to marriage with the Four of Wands. So if you're jumping into a relationship, could be with an earth sign as well. I feel like that it would be something very significant for you. Could lead to marriage. For others, this is saying like more fun in your life, Scorpio. The Fool is a card of just like having fun, and the Four of Wands, card of celebration, but also needing to do things that you think are fun. So I feel like there could be more fun coming in here. For others, even more of you, I feel like this is more freedom. The Fool is like a much more spontaneous energy, and it's like a more free-flowing energy. The Four of Wands is a card of freedom. So I feel like some of you are having a lot of freedom, or some of you are gaining a lot of freedom in your life, and I feel like this is leading to a lot more fun or more entertainment or more of anything else that you want. I feel like you need to be more open, kind of like I said to, I don't remember who, I think it was Aries, but I feel like more experimentation, more trying new things in work or business. I feel like that will lead to the most success with these two cards. And finally, you have the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles here. I feel like some of you could be dealing with a earth sign in love, for sure. Three of Wands also says that this could be someone who's coming in the future. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with someone, or could have like a new earth sign coming in the future. For others, I feel like you're like waiting for your financial stability, but this is like saying it's here. So I feel like for some of you, I just feel like could be looking externally for more financial security. So it could say like maybe you're like not financially secure, and you could be looking for another job. But I feel like these cards are saying there is security right where you are, but I feel like you just have to create it. So it's like ask for a raise, ask for a promotion. It's like maybe you have a business and maybe it's not working out, and maybe you're looking at starting another business. But these cards are saying there's gold right where you are right now, but you just need to kind of like work harder or try new things. It's not about working harder, by the way. It's about experimenting and trying new things in your business. I feel like that will change things very, very quickly for you, and I feel like that will kind of like lead to the most success, is what I'd say there. For others, I feel like you could be waiting for an earth sign with these two cards. It's like you're waiting for something to happen in this situation. I feel like you're just waiting. The Three of Wands says trust your intuition, though, because Three of Wands is a card of foresight. It's like a card of seeing the future. So I feel like a lot of you can see the future of a situation, but it's like you need to trust that. You need to trust your future vision if you are like waiting on someone like an earth sign or just someone who's moving too slowly. So that's what I'd say there. But thank you, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. That was pretty good. So thank you, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius people. Sagittarius. As always, Sagittarius, this is already a shuffled deck. I sit down and shuffle my decks every single night before I go live. But Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. Make sure to like and make sure to leave a comment on this video after it goes live. Really appreciate all the likes and all the comments. Also, if you have not watched your weekly reading yet, all the weekly readings are up on the channel. Just go to the video tab, and you will see them all there. Actually, I have a playlist on the front of the channel as well for all the weeklies, and so I've been trying to remember to put the right videos in there, but there is a playlist for that as well. But Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Page of Wands coming up first here, and the Ten of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So this could just be you experiencing improvements in your life. The Page of Wands is saying, though, that you are going to be experiencing improvements in your life if you separate away from something. Page of Wands to me is a card of starting a journey as well. To me, I read this card very similar to the Fool. That's not exactly true. That's not 100% accurate. But to me, the Page of Wands can represent either separation away from a mentor or separation away from something that you have learned a lot from. So it's like you could have had a job for many, many years. You could have learned a lot from it. Page of Wands comes in and says, now you're like graduating in life. You're moving on to something else, and it's going to lead to a lot of improvements. So if you're making that type of change, I feel like there's going to be a lot of success there. For others, this would say date. Again, Page of Wands needing to get out there, needing to be spontaneous if you're looking for love, and the Ten of Cups needing to date. Next, you have the Ten of Wands here and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, like I always say, Page of Pentacles to me, brand spanking new love coming into your life. So I feel like there could be new love coming into your life. I feel like this person doesn't add any burdens to your life. I feel like that's what you should be looking for. It's like, I hear from all these people and all these relationships with all, with the person they're with has all these problems. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to be with people who, need serious therapy or, whatever the case may be, right? So it can be way, way easier than that. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of like meeting someone who just has no problems. And I feel like they're just easy, breezy, free flowing, easy to deal with, right? For others, I feel like this is you accepting new jobs, new positions. You always get new job, Sagittarius, and so it leads me to believe that either a lot of you have already gotten a new job or you will be getting a new job in the near future. For some of you, I feel like saying transfer as well, so I don't know, this might just be for one of you out there. I feel like if you're transferring or if you're being offered a transfer, something like that, I would take it. Definitely popping into my head. For others, just could be good news. I feel like this is I feel like taking a deep breath. I feel like this is a deep breath moment here, Sagittarius. So I feel like it's something that removes a burden from your life. So if you've been waiting for a decision or if you've been waiting for something for a long time, I feel like this is like a deep breath type of moment in your life. So I really like that a lot. And finally, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here, Sagittarius. So I feel like for some of you, change in direction. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. Seven of Pentacles, I always say, normally the guy who has 6 pentacles behind him, he's got 1 pentacle under his arm. And again, every other card you have here, well, I mean, mostly the Page of Wands as well. These are all cards of like kind of like moving on to bigger and better things or making a change. I feel like for some of you that maybe you have waited on a relationship for an extended period of time. It's like nothing happened. So I feel like you could be moving on from a relationship where there's just like no movement in the relationship. For others, I feel like you're just moving on to bigger and better things. Like I said, Seven of Pentacles is a card of growth. So I feel like a lot of you are like experiencing growth here, or you're experiencing just bigger and better things. So Sagittarius, love that. That looks really good. So thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you, Capricorn people. And Capricorn. All right. Capricorn, you have the Two of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like some of you are like taking the lead. This is almost like facing your fears here, Capricorn, in a lot of ways. The Two of Wands to me is a card of being bold and brave, and it's also a card of originality as well. And that's definitely popping into my head. But look, he's facing this way. He's kind of like moving away from being left out in the cold. So I feel like some of you are moving away from difficult financial challenges or difficulties you've been experiencing. It could be anything financial. For others, I feel like you're just kind of like taking back your personal power. I almost feel like you're taking full responsibility for things that are happening in your life. And I feel like, again, that's just going to make things better for you, ultimately, Capricorn. The Two of Wands to me is also like a card of moving on or moving. So I feel like some of you could be moving with that Two of Wands. To me, it's also a card of like discovery. So I feel like some of you could be discovering ways to improve your finances. I've said it too like a million times in the past, and Capricorn, and I feel like for a lot of you, the true improvements come like at the end of the year when Jupiter moves into your sign. You have Saturn and Pluto there now. Saturn and Pluto in your sign alone just represents like blindness. It's like not being able to see what you're supposed to be doing in your life to get the things you want. But then when Jupiter enters, then it's like you can see again. So I feel like it's going to lift the fog at the end of the year. Next, you have the Strength card and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you've been very strong, very patient. I feel like this is what you've already done. Like, I feel like you've already been patient, strong. I feel like you've been kind of like working towards things, showing people your strength as well. And the Six of Swords says, now you're moving on to calmer shores. Now you're moving on to calmer waters. So I feel like you're heading towards improvements, of course, with that Six of Swords here, Capricorn. So I really like to see that. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a card I call the Crossroads. So to me, the Queen of Pentacles kind of represents a new path or a new journey starting up in your life, or kind of like moving on to a new path as well. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of just like moving on from things like everybody else tonight, apparently. And I feel like this is going to be good for you, Capricorn. Finally, I'm actually going to pull another card for you, Cap, but you have the Hangman and the Five of Wands. I feel like this is saying like be more flexible. So I feel like some of you need to be more flexible in life in general, and I feel like you need to kind of like be flexible with the outcomes of things as well. I also feel like this is saying like no stinking thinking, as always, Capricorn. I feel like you need to keep it positive because I feel like you are seeing results, or results are coming in. Maybe they're slow. Maybe things have been moving forward very slowly, but don't jump to the negative with these two cards. For others, I feel like this is about changing your perspective. Hangman is about like hanging upside down, looking at things from a different point of view. I actually feel like a lot of you are doing this. Yeah, you showing up here, King of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you are looking at the things that have happened to you maybe over the past year or so, Capricorn, and it's like now you are gaining a new perspective. I feel like it's going to lead to more stability in your life with this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is like permanence and permanent change. So I feel like a lot of you are experiencing changes in your life that will be more permanent, but they'll also lead to more stability. King of Pentacles is like permanent change, but these permanent changes are stable. So it's like no more like up and down craziness here with this card here, Capricorn. I do feel like this could be a earth sign coming in for love, but there's really not a lot of love here in your reading. This is just a daily reading, as I always say, Capricorn. So, you know, just because there's not love here today doesn't mean it won't be here tomorrow. Just something to remember, but that looks good. So thank you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you, Aquarius people and Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the Seven of Wands here in the Judgment card. I feel like for some of you, this is you needing to like move towards your inner calling. You could be feeling very strong calling to work on something in your life. Seven of Wands says you could be resistant to this change. It's like maybe you have a job or a business, and maybe your inner calling is a worm farm, right? Maybe you want to start your own worm farm, and maybe you're resisting it. But this says you need to start moving towards those things. For others, I just feel like this could be a rebirth in a lot of ways. I feel like this is almost like something blowing over in your life. So I feel like that this is saying that something difficult that you've been going through is kind of just blowing over and going away, and that's kind of all I get here, but I do feel like it's a good thing, so I do like that. Next, you have the Queen of Cups here and the King of Swords. Yeah, definitely love coming in for you. I feel like this is a very nurturing, caring love. Could be a water sign coming in for some of you. Could be an air sign as well. Could be any sign, just a general reading, but I feel like there could be a water sign or air sign specifically coming in for some of you. I feel like it's someone who's very like nurturing and caring. King of Swords to me is like a person of their word. I always say, to me, King of Swords is like the best type of person to date because it's somebody who, they say something, they do it, you know? So I feel like it's a person who's very specific with their word, or a person of their word in general. For others, this could be like a legal situation. And to me, this is just justice. King of Swords to me can just represent justice in a legal thing. It could also be like work problems as well. So if you've been dealing with like work issues or problems, King of Swords can represent like justice in work or in business, or things kind of being put right with these two cards. But I like that for you. The Queen of Cups to me can also just be any other change in your life. So I feel like some of you are going through a change. Next, you have the Ace of Cups here and the King of Cups. Definitely could be a water sign for some of you in love. Could lead to marriage. Ace of Cups is a card of a proposal, so I feel like some of you could be getting a proposal. For others, I feel like this is communication. So I do feel like if you've been waiting for communication from somebody, you could be getting it with these two cards, and I feel like it'll make you feel happy, so I feel like that would be good. With that King of Swords, it could be somebody coming in to provide closure or clarity, or it could be somebody coming in to provide the truth to you as well. So, you know, this doesn't necessarily mean that like an ex is coming back to get back together with you. It could just say they're coming back to provide clarity, closure, you know, something like that. It could be an offer of peace as well with this Ace of Cups. For others, this could be a move. So I feel like some of you could be moving or traveling. Ace of Cups says it'll make you very happy. For even more of you, this is the return of positive emotion to your life. So I feel like there could be... there could just be more happiness or just more positive emotions coming in for you here. Yeah, I feel like you're getting to a point where you're able to take care of yourself here, Aquarius. It's like you don't need... I feel like it's saying you don't need anything external to take care of yourself. So that's what I feel. I feel like you are at a point or getting to a point where you don't need anything outside of yourself, and that's probably the best place that everybody could be, right? So I feel like it's going to lead to everything you want with this card. So I love it. This is like a certain amount of independence in your life here, Aquarius, and I feel like it's very positive. So thank you, Aquarius. Really appreciate it. Pisces, thank you as always for your patience. Really appreciate it, Pisces. Pisces, let's see what we have for you, Pisces people, for the next 2 days. Pisces. Pisces, you have the Knight of Swords coming up first and the Two of Cups. This could be love coming in for some of you. So, I don't know, it's kind of a weird reading. You have the Five of Swords, Three of Swords, which would normally be a breakup, but they're coming up with more positive cards, so we're just going to have to see what comes up here. But Knight of Swords says don't rush or jump to conclusions in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, Pisces, I would say don't rush to conclusions, don't jump to conclusions about anything in the relationship. Could also just be like there's some some sort of change in a relationship as well. This doesn't even have to be love, Pisces. It could be any relationship. But I would just say that you're probably, what's popping into my head is I feel like you're picking up on some sort of change in a relationship that you're in. And you could just be noticing it. But this could be a perfect match. Again, it's kind of weird how this is coming up. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. It's like you could be moving towards marriage. But it's like, you know, there's also this like separation in the background. So it's like maybe you have love, but you're like still dealing with an ex or something like that for some of you. And that could be getting in the way of new love. It doesn't have to. It could just say you're just dealing with it. And, you know, this could just be telling you what you already know, Pisces. So that's kind of what I feel about this reading. I feel like it's just telling you what you already know in your life in general. But I feel like there could be a perfect match here. For others, again, Knight of Swords to me is lifestyle change. I think Aries had the same card. So, you know, and I said the same thing. I feel like both you are both right next to each other. I always find that Aries and Pisces are very similar. So any lifestyle changes you're making, I feel like will be very positive. Like this could be your diet. It could be exercise. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be any other type of change you're making. And I feel like it'll be very good for you. Next, you have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like things could be moving forward very slowly in a love situation. And so this is saying like that could lead to a breakup. So obviously if you're in a love situation and there's no commitment, I feel like there needs to be more energy put into the relationship so that you can get what you want out of it. So I feel like things need to move forward a little bit faster here. For others, this could be like somebody being too cautious in a relationship. It could be you, could be the other person. It could be like anything really. And I feel like that energy needs to kind of like go away here. For others, I feel like you could be hearing from an ex here, but it was probably, I feel like it was somebody who was very selfish, but it's kind of like a weird message, Pisces. I'm not going to lie. Like if you're hearing from an ex, I feel like if you were to think about this person, you would probably say, no, they weren't really selfish. But then if you really think about it, I think you would say, actually, they were. So it's like maybe they weren't like overtly selfish. Maybe they didn't really show their selfish side, but maybe they did certain things that were selfish. So I feel like you could be hearing from someone from the past who just did things because they wanted to do them for themselves. They didn't really do anything for anybody else. So that's what I feel like you could be dealing with here. Next, you have the Three of Swords and the Four of Wands. Again, could be thinking about a breakup here from the past. Four of Wands, though, moving towards marriage. So I think there could be marriage potential coming in for you. For others, I do feel like this could be you thinking about a breakup where it's like you thought you were going to marry someone, like a person. So I feel like you could be like dealing with that, but I feel like you're moving away from it as well. For others, like I said, I'm getting a bunch of stuff here, Pisces. I feel like for others, this could be like you're still holding on to a past relationship in some way, and that could be preventing you from getting married again in the future. So definitely something to think about here, Pisces. But yeah, I don't know. Ace of Wands, the Star. I feel like you're moving towards your wishes, Pisces. I wouldn't even worry about it because you have these two cards here. I feel like you're moving more towards like happiness and wishes. I feel like you just need to like kind of like water the grass that you want to grow, right? It's like don't pour water on your dipshit ex from the past. You know what I mean? Who couldn't even tie their own shoes, right? This says, you know, pour water onto the person who has their life together, basically. Ace of Wands, move towards your passions, move towards your desires. This says, Pisces, the only thing that should be guiding you right now is probably either your passions, your desires, or things that bring you happiness and joy. So it just says, just do those things. Don't do the things that you don't want to do in your life, and things will probably grow and get a lot better. You'll move towards what you actually want here with the Star. The Star says, you know everything. Pisces is a card of your inner light. So it says, you know everything that you need to do right now. Just do it. So I feel like that's what you have to do here. But I feel like there's like a very passionate new beginning coming in for you here, Pisces. A lot of good stuff here. Yeah, I feel like you could be dealing with two people. One, it could be a fire sign and water sign. It could be anything, Pisces. But you could be dealing with someone who's like who's very courageous, passionate. You know, somebody who is also very focused on growth, or somebody, the King of Wands I always think of as the father. To me, it's a card of like raising something like a baby in your life. So you could be dealing with someone who's very focused on growth, and you could be dealing with a water sign, someone who's very, this person here who has a lot of dreams and a lot of ambitions, but somebody who is your knight in shining armor. For some of you, this is the same person. I feel like this is just one person here, somebody who could be like very growth oriented, but also somebody with a lot of dreams and things like that as well. Pisces, crazy reading. But there you go. Thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to be doing a pick a card now. We are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3, as always. So 1, 2, and 3 people. Java Queen, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. 1, 2, and 3. 2 more shuffles, I think. So 1 and... Nope. I lied. because this does not like to shuffle. So let's try that again here. Lou, thank you for smashing the like button. I really appreciate it, as always. All right. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. All right. All right, if you pick card number 1, you have the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there could be more success through teamwork, of course, with these 2 cards. So if you have a business or a job, asking other people for help or working with other people will probably lead to more success. This could also just represent you finding more resources. So I feel like there could be like more money coming in for those of you who need it, who pick card number 1. Or you could just be finding ways to make more money with what you're already doing. This card is, like these 2 cards, very resourceful and also quality work as well. So I like this for money a lot. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you need to get rid of the liar, cheater, stealer. I feel like if you have someone like that in your life, I feel like you need to kick them to the curb. For others, this could be somebody spying on you. But I just feel like they're watching, but it was probably someone who lied, cheated, or stole from you. So I would, again, block that person or do what you have to do. For others, I feel like this could be messages coming in. I do feel like you need to listen to your messages or kind of like more listen to your intuition with these 2 cards. And finally, if you pick card number 3, you have the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Card number 3, I feel like you're being too cautious with something. 9 of Swords, too many worries, too many fears. 9 of Pentacles says you're moving too slowly towards something that you desire. You're moving too slowly towards something you want. So not actually terrible is what I'd say here. 9 of Swords does say this is a temporary situation, but 9 of Pentacles says like put more work into what you want with these cards. Yeah, I feel like you're being very patient, but it's almost like more energy needs to be poured into a situation, something that you're hoping for here, card number 3. So could be anything. Could be a relationship, business, job. Could be your health. Could be your spirituality. But I feel like it just needs more energy here with these cards. I feel like you need to look at things from a different point of view as well. Like I feel like you could be like worrying too much about like what other people think about a situation, or you could be worried about like what other people are going to do about a situation. And like I really feel like you could already have something that you want, but it's like you're slowing it down unnecessarily. So I would pick it up here with these 2 cards. For others, I'm getting something legal. I feel like you're just moving away from something legal here as well. But that's that. All right. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Let's see here what is going on. We are going to answer questions now. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but we will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. And Megan, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say, just wanting a card for the weekend. You have the 6 of Pentacles, Megan, and the King of Cups. Could be love returning to your life, but 6 of Pentacles is like working towards something. So I feel like you could be working towards love, or you could be working towards happiness, or like a change in your emotion with the King of Cups. So I love that. That looks really, really good. Mark, for some reason, I'm not getting my PayPal notification. So Mark, feel free to pop your question or whatever down below. I'll be happy. Of course, I'll be happy to answer it. But for some reason, they're not popping up. So I don't know what's going on with that. But Mercury retrograde, right? So that's that. Lanny, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. Should I move on from David because he's slow? I would say yes, 2 wands. You're grabbing forward to another wand. You're moving on to something new. So I would say yes with this card here. Yeah, I would say yes. 10 of Cups, you dating. So yes, for sure. Alex, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. Any messages from Guardian Angels for this weekend? Queen of Swords, open up. Queen of Swords says if you're looking for love this weekend, to be more open. This card also says just like trust your knowledge. It's a card that says trust your inner wisdom and things will go very well for you this weekend. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Don't give up on something you want. Patricia, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is Sean a person I can trust? 4 Cups. I would say no. I feel like he's too guarded is what I'd say. It's like he's not a liar, but he just doesn't open up. Like he just doesn't share anything. So I would say no. Marks Tarot, thank you again for the Super Chat. You say, cards for Star Lordess. Happy birthday, Star Lordess, by the way, and a big happy birthday from Marks Tarot. Star Lordess, you have the Judgment card and the Page of Wands. More fun coming into your life, Star Lordess. And the Judgment card is a rebirth. So I feel like you could be going through a rebirth, or you could be just feeling like more of a calling to do certain things in your life. The Page of Wands is like more fun, bold energy, so I feel like you're moving towards more fun things in your life as well. Here, Star-Lordess. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Maybe feeling a little bit stuck. Ten of Swords, needing to move away from something here. But Death, going through a transformation, Star-Lordess. Scorpio, you. So I feel like you are going through major changes at this time, but probably for the better. Yeah, towards more happiness. Exactly what I said. It's like the cards are just repeating themselves over and over for you. But I like it. Happy birthday, Star-Lordess. Ashley, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for my trip in December. The Moon and the Two of Pentacles. Make sure to focus on having fun here. Let go of your fears is what I'd say. For love, you have the Hangman. Too many delays. I think you need to get out there is what I'd say to you. And for business, King of Pentacles, stability and permanence. So I feel like there's permanent things, permanent changes coming in, but also like strong financial abundance as well. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for the weekend. I won't miss it. Don't worry about it, Yanni. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles just says put the work into the things you want. Eight of Pentacles to me is future results. It says there will be more results in the future on what you desire. So I feel like you need to focus on future results, but also put the work in. Yeah, Tower. It's like you're fearing Tower moments. I feel like you've had this card with me before. So I feel like you need to like let go of the fears and the doubts with this card is what I'd say to you. Java Queen, thank you for the super chat. Java Queen, if you say a card for your birthday, happy birthday tomorrow, Java Queen. You have the Two of Swords and the Sun. Happiness. Two of Swords says get out of your head. The Sun says focus on happiness. This is a day about you, Java Queen. The Magician. You can have whatever you want, Java Queen. The Magician says get rid of this. Get rid of the doubts, the questioning things, the being stuck in your head. The Sun says focus on exactly what you want. Magician, also, Magician is a point of consciousness. It's like the one thing that you focus on in your life. So it says make sure you're focusing on something positive. The Magician also says you can attract anything you want over the next year between now, this birthday, and next birthday. So I feel like you need to kind of like set some goals or make some wishes as to what you desire or what you want. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. It's like I feel like you want to have certain nice things in life. Nine of Pentacles is the card of luxuries or just having things like certain things that you desire in your life. And I feel like you want to build these things up. And I feel like you are with the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like there's like a lot more independence and a lot more success coming in for you here, Java Queen. But happy birthday and thank you so much for the super chat. Mendy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Mendy, you say here, did someone send negative energy, felt a bit ill? I would say no. Seven of Pentacles says put the work in to feel better is what I would say to you. I'm a big believer. I don't think other people's energy can affect us. I always tell people always ask me what exercises I do to protect myself. I always picture myself in a mirror. So if like people are trying to send bad energy my way, it just bounces right off and goes right back to them. So that could be a good exercise. Also, getting in the shower, picturing yourself surrounded in golden light, and then picture dirt running off of it. That's a great way to cleanse yourself as well. But again, to me, we have to pay attention to that vibration in the first place. It's like they say if a tree falls in the woods, does a tree make a noise if there's nobody around to hear it? The answer is no. Nobody hears the goddamn tree because it's like it requires an ear to hear it in the first place, right? To hear the vibration. So same thing. It's the same thing. If people tell you that they're sending you negative vibes, then you're going to feel negative. But if you don't know, then it's not going to affect you. So that's what I'd say there. Naveed, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I had an accident. Sorry to hear that. And worried about legal issues. You have the Five of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you'll be fine. Five of Swords could be legal issues. It could be, Five of Swords is a card of self-interest, though. But it is a card of, it doesn't really represent anything major coming up. Four of Swords, recovery. I wouldn't worry about it, is what I'd say to you. Queen of Wands is like a card of, it's a good card. It's a card of, like, being a good person in a lot of ways, because it's a card of, like, wholehearted energy. But, yeah, I feel like things will be fine for you here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I think things will be fine for you, Naveed. Christina Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love for the weekend. You have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Could be love coming in for you. Could be an air sign. I would get out there. Queen of Cups is a change in direction of love. The Knight of Swords could be an air sign. It could also just be somebody charging into your life. Yeah, King of Swords, somebody older than you. Could be an air sign. Like I said, you have all this air all of a sudden. I don't think you've had air with me in the past. So this could be someone new coming in for you. That could also be someone you meet online. So, that would be a good option for you. Genie Vibes, thank you for the super chat. You say, Sag Sun Square Virgo Moon Cap Rising. Identified as a Cap until recently. Am I more Sagittarius now? I would say yes, because you have the page, you have the Knight of Wands. So I would say yes. I would say watch whatever you resonate with most, Genie. So I feel like you should watch whatever sign, or you should think that you are whatever sign you resonate with most is what you should watch. But what I will say is that, you know, you have the Cap Rising. So, you know, still, that's a lot of Capricorn energy in your chart that you're going to be dealing with. But this card here would say Sagittarius. So I feel like Sag. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Still seeing for Syracuse University. Still seeing signs for card for this. Four of Pentacles is about letting go of something. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you could get an offer here, is what I'd say to you, Brittany. Or they will, you know, accept you, or whatever the case may be. So you have the Four of Pentacles, which is about like needing to make sure you're not holding on to something. But at the same time, these are two very good cards. So I feel like things will go well for you there. I still feel like you could get it with that card. Where am I? Neptune, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for Gemini, please. Will this move forward? I would say yes. I feel like there needs to be more of a leap of faith taken, though. It's like more energy needs to be put in to get this moving forward. So I feel like there needs to be more forward movement here. But I would say yes to you, Neptune. Irini, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Weekend card. You have the Ten of Wands. Definitely a good weekend for you to relax and like take some time for yourself. Good time for you to release burdens and kind of like let things go as well this weekend. So it might just be a good kind of like easygoing weekend for you with that card is what I'd say to you. All right. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Hydrate gladly. I need it. Christina, you say a few cards. You got it. You have the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups. This could be like walking away from things that are too stiff in your life. The Five of Wands to me can represent things that break. They don't bend. You know, so it's like there's no flexibility on the Five of Wands. So I feel like this is you walking away from people who are just not flexible. Yeah. Ace of Swords. I feel like you're heading towards victories, good news, good things coming in for you here with this Ace of Swords. Yeah, High Priestess, trusting your intuition here with these two cards as well. So I feel like you're doing these things, and I also feel like you're moving away from situations that are just inflexible in your life. This is just going to lead to more victories in your life. So it's like you're moving away from resistance in general. Love it. Perfect. Trivia Luna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. That AP needed a lot of work. Oh, the apartment. Like a new kitchen, had no elevator. I'm losing hope. And I don't get why this is happening. Three of Cups, more people, Eight of Wands, fast movement. I feel like you will find something, obviously. But, you know, this is Three of Cups could represent reaching out to other people or finding someone else who can help you find a place, basically. The Eight of Wands is quick movement, so I feel like you will be moving very quickly. Ten of Pentacles, amazing cards here. Ten of Pentacles is a really good card because it's a card of finding something that fits perfectly into your life. But it's also a card of finding somewhere nice where you can just kind of like relax and, you know, have a nice place to have and all that other good stuff. But Three Cups would say like needing to find a new person who can find you a place or something like that. So that's what I do. I feel, but look at this. This is very good for you. So I feel like there are positive changes. Naveed, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, when will I find my love? Been single for a long time. Hermit, I feel like you have to get out there is what I tell you. Empress, I feel like you're very attractive at this time, but it could also be someone very attractive coming into your life. I think there's an abundance of love, but the Hermit says you have to get out there and date. Yeah, look, Four of Wands, marriage. So I feel like you will be heading towards marriage, but Four of Wands is also a card of like socializing. It's a card of like getting into social groups or going to parties or anywhere where there is a celebration. So I feel like you should do that so that you can find love is what those cards are saying. But definitely soon, right away. Honey York, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. He already texted a card for the weekend. You have the Star and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're heading towards happiness. Stay away from this right here. Stay away from the regrets or stay away from anything that could cause regrets in your life. Move towards happiness with the Star and good things. Yeah, Six of Wands. Good news coming in for you this weekend. So, love it. Brittany X, should I visit him for Thanksgiving? Yeah, you could if you wanted to. Chariot says that this would be a victory. So I would say yes. Chariot also says you have a choice. So I feel like you have a choice as to whether or not to do this, but the Chariot would be a card of travel and or you know, visiting someone. It is a card of victory. So I would say yes. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for Matt and Aries. You have the Devil, which could be like a toxic connection or a toxic relationship. So I would be careful of this here. It doesn't have to be, you know, I always say Devil, like, doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to say there's anything wrong with this person, but just says that this could be like a toxic connection. Sabrina, thank you for the super chat. Card for my brother, whose birthday is Sunday. Happy birthday to your brother. And he has the Wheel of Fortune. So a major turnaround and victory coming in for him. Good news. I'm getting all sorts of stuff. Luck, good news, pretty much everything. Yeah, justice, balance, returning to balance. So I love that. And this could also be a certain level of clarity as well. So, you know, the Wheel of Fortune can just represent, it doesn't really represent clarity. And sorry, I lost my chat, everybody, so hold on one second. It doesn't necessarily represent clarity, but I do feel like there is, like, clarity on his vision in life, basically. So, I love that. That's really good. Happy birthday. Koya, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for finances and stability. You have the Lovers. The Lovers, to me, would say you have a choice on whether or not to have more or less of this financial stability. So I feel like this is saying that you know, there is basically a choice as to whether or not you are more successful. So I feel like you need to, this could represent like picking a new job, getting a new job, or starting something new, like job-wise, that could lead to more success. So that's what I would look for, something new. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I be able to go to as this month? I would say yes. Six of Swords, moving towards something you want to do. So yes, is what I would say to you, Yanni, for sure. No doubt about it. All right. Am I all caught up? I think I'm all caught up. Did I miss somebody? Pisces is living her best life. Did I miss you? Let me know. I feel like I missed that question, but I might have answered it. So I don't know, but let me know. But all right, everybody, I think I'm all caught up. So if you have a question, pop it in down below. I will stick around for a little while longer and answer a few more questions. But let's see what is going on for everybody. Quada 11111. Thank you for being here. So can I get a card for December on what is coming in, please? You have the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Sadness? I hope not. This could be like feeling left out in the cold. I don't know. Could be you moving past this, heading towards new love or something new with the Page of Pentacles. So like good news coming in. Gemma, I would say yes. I feel like they will. Pisces, I did answer your question. Okay, good. Nicolaj82, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What's going to happen to me and Jay? Ace of Wands. This is like a lot of passion and desire. Two of Pentacles is you needing... This is like a choice. So it's like saying you have a choice as to what happens in the situation. But Ace of Wands is a lot of passion. High Priestess is no action, though. It's like there needs to be action taken. I mean, there can be you know, more passion coming out the ears for each other. But if something doesn't happen, it's not going to go anywhere. Pisces living her best life. Sorry, I missed you. I saw that. I was like, I missed her. You have the Two of Cups for next week and the Seven of Wands. So this could be love, but Seven of Wands says open up again. Don't be closed off in this situation. If you're doing something, this could also just be a perfect match with what you're doing. Seven of Wands is like committing to something that you are doing. You know, yeah. Knight of Wands could be love coming in for you. A lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of fun. So I like that. Carrie Kennedy, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is like finding resources. So kind of luck. Journey, how does Alex feel about me? Marriage is what I'd say to you. Three of Wands. I feel like this will grow for you, Journey. So I feel like it's like a relationship that will be kind of like improving, basically, or growing, if that makes sense. Brainiac, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is he genuinely into me? Four of Pentacles here. Three of Cups. I would say yes. To me, it's not like... to me, this isn't more... Like, this isn't like an immediate thing right now. Because, again, maybe he's not thinking about love. But Four of Pentacles, yes. Three Cups is a celebration, is what I would say here. Yeah, Queen of Cups, love. So I would say yes. Star Lourdes Tarot, have a good night. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I will take a few more questions, everybody. So if you have a question, pop it in down below. Casey, you changed your picture, which is going to throw me off because it looks different. and that's why. If you're in my room, you're not allowed to change your picture because I'll never remember who you are. So that's the thing. Nina, hello. You say, will I meet someone and have more babies? Strength, patience. I would say yes, magician. Nina, magician says you can have whatever you want. So it just says you need to focus on exactly what you want and you will get it. So, yes. Patricia, what are you saying? You say, I didn't receive the job I applied to, and you said I would get it. I received a no thanks, but they are looking at my application again. Patricia, I would, what I would say, I've said this all year long, that if you if there's a certain position that you want, then you need to follow up and keep following up. And if they're looking at your application again, I would follow up. Too much Capricorn energy. Cynthia, don't change your picture anymore. Brittany, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I did answer Nicolaj's super chat. Nicolaj, I answered you it was probably 5 minutes back or so. So if you just go back 5 minutes. Brittany X, card for the rest of the year. King of Wands, a lot of passion, Page of Cups. This could be love coming in for you, Brittany. But the King of Wands is more passion entering into your life. So it could be you just doing more passionate things, more things you enjoy in life. And the Page of Cups could be a love offer coming in. But it is also kind of a card of your dreams. So you could be doing something that you dream or doing something that you want. So that's what I'd say there. Ace of Swords, yeah, more victories coming in for you. More wins in general. Sophie Suds, hello, Sophie. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. You say card on romance. You have the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward slowly. Temperance, patience, Sophie. But Knight of Cups, someone who sweeps you off your feet. I definitely feel like there's someone coming in. I feel like you're being too cautious or something with the Knight of Pentacles. But Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. This looks very good, Sophie, is what I'd say to you. I feel like you have to let go of past heartbreak here. Yeah, 5 of Wands. You feel like there's a lot of competition. 8 of Cups, feeling sad about walking away. But Ace of Cups, moving towards a lot of love, Sophie. So I feel like there's definitely someone coming in. Could be another water sign. That would not surprise me at all. Melissa, will I be even better with my financial career? Yes. Ace of Pentacles, best card for money. So yes. Mary Ale, yes, you can ask a question. Feel free to ask a question and I'll be happy to answer it. Jaina, does my soulmate have a career in music or anything creative? The world says open up. So I would say maybe, because this is a card of a lot of attention, if that makes sense. So I would say, I feel like it's possible. Whatever they do, I feel like there is a lot of attention, basically. Mary, is my Scorpio coming back this month? I'm a Libra. I would say no. I feel like they're being too cold, Mary. Yeah, I feel like you need to move past this. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with, is what I'd say. Or death. Dead, So I would say no, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, this is you being single. 9 of Pentacles. So that's that. Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia. Will he come back with a stable offer? I would say no. Yeah, I would say no. To you, 7 of Swords, I don't like. 9 of Swords is too smooth, too cool for school, is what I'd say there. Is Chris tired? No, I'm never tired, Casey. Christina, have a good night. Thank you for being here. Jaina, is he stalking me? I feel like it's possible. King of Swords is a little bit of a tricky card. So I do feel like it's possible is what I'd say to you there. But, all right, everybody, I'm going to cut this off here. It's time for me to get dinner. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you, everyone. Oh, did I miss Sabrina? Let me see what I missed here. So maybe not. Maybe I might not be leaving just yet. So I did miss Sabrina. Why does this keep happening? Sabrina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Sorry, missed it. You say here, gotta move by the end of the month. Will I find a good place? Yes, Chariot, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords says let go of the fears and the worries about this, Sabrina, is what I'd say to you. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is something new. Page of Pentacles is finding something in the face of fear, or, even it could say you fear something, but it's you find something in the face of fear. So I would say yes. I feel like you will find a place. Sorry about that, Sabrina. Can't believe I missed it. Mo Yo, card for X from Texas. Third party situation. I don't like this. 3 of Cups. Yeah, too closed off is what I'd say there. So that's that. Leo, the beautiful lioness. Well, I would say no, if I'm being honest with you. Three of Swords would say no. But, all right, everybody. I got to cut this off. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. And, again, I will be back tomorrow night. So thank you, everybody, and have a good night.